award-winning Ballgame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ballgame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome in. This is USJ High School Baseball on the Ballgame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. And we are broadcasting live from the University School of Jackson and Overton Stadium. And this is the home of USJ Bruins baseball, and it's into the postseason we go for baseball. USJ today playing host to First Assembly Christian School. The Crusaders in town out of Division II Single A District 6. We are in regional play. This is the Western Regional Tournament. It begins tonight here at USJ. That is, the tournament actually has already began. More to come on that. USJ comes into this game having finished the regular season with a record of 20-8. They finished 9-1 in the regular season in Division II Single A. They finished as regular season champs. FACS comes into this game, an overall record of 15-19. They finished in the district 4-8 overall, and again, they are out of Division II Single A District 6. FACS, the Crusaders, finished the regular season in 5th place in Division II Single A District 6. We got a lot to get to. First pitch is coming up at the top of the hour. But in the pregame, USJ going 4-0 last week, the final week of the regular season, picking up a couple of big district wins over rival TRA, plus 2 on the road over Westview and Gibson County. More on those games coming up. Plus, postseason play has already began for FACS. They played 2 games on Monday night, won them both. We'll talk about those games in just a few moments. And we'll also set the stage for all teams in postseason as the regional tournament on the western side of Division II Single A begins. These teams out of District 5 and 6 playing each other, and we'll set the stage for the postseason as we look ahead to tonight's matchup coming up. Plus, the starting lineups are on the way, and the first pitch, as we mentioned, at 6 p.m. Paul Schultze is here. Ben Bitterling. Ben Howard is coming up in just a few moments. He will be my broadcast partner tonight. Hopefully, you are on the way to the U and to Overton Stadium to cheer on the Bruins baseball team in their first game in postseason play here tonight at home. We'll take a break, and when we come back, a look at the last week of the regular season of high school baseball for the Bruins. We're back right after this.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At Centennial Bank, we're not just about numbers. We're about people who know your name, understand your goals, and walk with you through every stage of life.
Family owned, devoted to doing the right thing, and that makes a difference. We listen, care, and are committed to families, businesses, and the communities we proudly serve. And we're excited to have 3 new branches in Jackson.
Our roots run deep in West Tennessee. And so does our commitment to you. Centennial Bank, neighbors you trust, better banking for life.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, exit 74 on I-40.
Back here at Overton Stadium, postseason play for the Bruins of USJ high school baseball action. Here tonight at the U, USJ welcoming the Crusaders of First Assembly Christian School. Now, as we look back over the past week, the regular season coming to a close, USJ last Tuesday and Wednesday picking up a couple of big district wins against TRA. That was the final district series of the regular season for the Bruins. USJ beating TRA in the first game of a two-game series. That final was 6-1, the game we had here on the network. And then the next night, the Bruins going on the road to beat TRA. The final score 5-1 to finish the regular season as Division II Single A District 5 champions. Then on Thursday night, USJ goes on the road to Westview High School up in Martin, Tennessee, and beats Westview. The final score 12-2. Looking at some particulars from that game, USJ got 12 runs on 7 hits, a couple of errors for the Bruins. Westview 2 runs on 5 hits. It was Harrison McLean 1 for 3 with an RBI. It was Braden Jones 3 for 3 with an RBI. Also in that game, Will Dodds 1 for 4 with an RBI. Jeb Bush 1 for 4 with an RBI. Charlie Redden 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And looking at pitching that night, the freshman Channing Freeland going all 6 innings of work against Westview, allowing only 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 of those earned, and Freeland striking out 8 against Westview. That game again last Thursday night. And then the final game of the 2026 regular season at Gibson County Saturday afternoon. The Bruins getting the win over Gibson County, the Pioneers, 4-2. It was 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Bruins. Gibson County, in the meantime, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Pioneers. Looking at some particulars from that game, Channing Foster was 1 for 3. Jackson Pugh was 2 for 3 in that game. Will Dodds 1 for 2. Jeb Bush 1 for 2 with an RBI. And Hudson Rushing was 1 for 3. 2 RBIs for Hudson Rushing late in the game to give USJ the 4-2 win, and they would go on to win it over Gibson County in the final game of the regular season. Again, that final was 4-2, and USJ, with that win, finishes with 20 wins on the season for the first time since 2019. As for FACS, their postseason has already began. They played 2 games on Monday night at Gagliano Field in Memphis, Tennessee, a couple of play-in games to get to this point in the tournament. FACS playing against St. Benedict's at Gagliano Field in Memphis, winning on Monday afternoon 5-0, and then a big win over Lausanne Collegiate that night, the second of 2 games, 5-3, and that gets FACS into the postseason, into the regional tournament, and here tonight against USJ to take on the number 1 seed Bruins. So that's where we are as far as USJ and the Crusaders of FACS. Coming up in just a few moments, we'll let you know the seedings, the standings, and all of the other participants and what they're doing tonight in and across Division II Single A in this regional tournament. We are on the western side of the region. The 2 districts that will be playing each other will be District 5, which is the district that the Bruins are in, and District 6. Those teams mainly out of the Memphis, Tennessee area. More to come on all of that as we set the stage for the tournament. That's coming up next here on the broadcast. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. Ben Howard is going to join me, so come on out to the ballpark or join us here on Facebook Live. This is USJ High School Baseball, and we're back right after this.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
A beautiful night for baseball here at the ballpark, the University School of Jackson Overton Stadium, as we get ready for playoff baseball, postseason baseball here tonight. The Bruins taking on FACS out of Division II Single A District 6. We are going to, at this time, set the stage for this TSSAA Division II Single A Western Region Baseball Tournament. This is a double elimination tournament. The goal for all these teams is to not lose 2 games. Double elimination. So here's what's happening tonight in and around Division II Single A. And again, all of these teams that we're about to mention, they are out of both District 5 and District 6. We've got St. George's taking on TRA. We've got North Point Christian taking on Trinity Christian Academy right here in Jackson. Of course, we have your Bruins taking on FACS. And in Shelby County tonight, the JCS Eagles are on the road to take on ECS, Evangelical Christian School, taking on JCS tonight. So those are all of your games that are going on tonight. This regional tournament will begin tonight and will continue tomorrow, and will also continue on Friday before the tournament play shifts to Tipton Rosemark Academy on Saturday this weekend. And then the games will be held on Saturday at TRA, and then on Monday of next week before Sub-State starts next week after the regional tournament is over. So that's how things are shaping up for this baseball tournament. And again, St. George's taking on TRA tonight. Trinity Christian Academy across town at home hosting North Point Christian. Here tonight, USJ taking on FACS, and JCS is on the road at ECS. Ben Howard is in the booth, and he is going to join me next. We've got the starting lineups, and we are going to break this game down. FACS, the Crusaders taking on the Bruins of USJ. We're back right after this.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Let me tell you about the American Dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum, 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. This is how we Friday night.
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 At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
Back here at Overton Stadium, Thomas Pugh, Ben Howard, the rest of the Worthy Road crew, glad to have you along tonight for USJ High School Baseball. And Ben, as we look at the TSSAA Division II Single A Western Region Baseball Tournament, that's where we are tonight. We just set the stage. St. George's, the number one seed out of District 6, is playing TRA tonight, North Point. Your 3 seed out of District 6 is across town playing Trinity Christian Academy. Of course, the Bruins here tonight against FACS. And ECS, your 2 seed out of District 6, is playing down in Memphis tonight and hosting JCS. Looking specifically at the Bruins, they're taking on an FACS team that had to play 2 games on Monday night, but 2 very impressive wins in Memphis. First of all, against St. Benedict's on Monday afternoon at 3:30. Then at 6 o'clock that night, after the FACS win against St. Benedict's, they play Lausanne Collegiate and upset Lausanne. Final score 8-3 to get them to this point. And tonight, USJ taking on an FACS team that's coming off of 2 impressive wins to get to this point.
Yeah, and that's something you don't want to overlook. I know you look at the records first, everybody does, but with a team like FACS that you just explained, coming off 2 big wins and gaining a lot of confidence, they're playing with confidence. You know, they probably fired up and ready to get this game going. You don't want to sell them short or overlook them. But in saying that, I don't think it worked out. It couldn't have worked out any better in USJ's favor.
For the Bruins.
You know, if we're being completely honest. So knowing that they've used a lot of pitching in those 2 games, and that was just Monday, so obviously they're probably not eligible to come back. I don't know how many they used, but the majority of them probably aren't going to be available for this game, so they're going to be, probably struggling for some arms in this game.
You look at the overall record for the Crusaders coming into this game, the regular season 15-19, 4-8 in district play. But again, Ben, never mind the regular season record for the Crusaders coming off of 2 impressive wins on Monday night. We'll go over the starting lineups in just a few moments, but Coach Giles, that you see there at home plate, exchanging lineups with the opposing manager there for FACS, and the umpires going over the particulars. Coach Giles tonight going with the freshman Channing Foster at the start at the pitching position.
Yeah, and what a compliment and a tip of the hat to Channing Foster to be a freshman and come in and get the start in the first district tournament game. So that shows you the confidence he has in him, and not only the confidence, but what he has done all year long as far as I wouldn't say dominant, but just short of dominant, where he has pretty much, like I said before, matched Braden Jones in his stat lines, going complete games, allowing only 2 runs or only allowing 2 hits. It's been pretty phenomenal what this freshman has done as far as going out there and leading the Bruins and just giving them the confidence that they can go back there and play behind him.
All of these pitchers that Coach Giles has at his disposal, you mentioned Braden Jones, the junior. We should note at this point that USJ tomorrow night will face the winner of JCS and ECS. If Coach Giles will save Braden Jones for that game remains to be seen. He also has Channing Freeland in the rotation, Jeb Bush, the senior. All of these guys, Ben, as of late, are going pretty lengthy distances. Jeb Bush pitching on Saturday, 6 innings of work at Gibson County. The same for Channing Freeland, 6 impressive innings against Westview. So all of these pitchers can take on a heavy load.
Yeah, and unfortunately I wasn't able to be at those games, and I didn't know what the stats were for these pitchers. But saying that, yeah, that's a great commodity that Danny Giles has as far as having pitchers that can go deep, can throw strikes. And I'm not sure about Gibson County, but for sure Westview, I know they were a pretty strong team. So being that he threw 6 innings, that's pretty impressive.
And we will step aside at this point. The players are going to be introduced here locally, and they'll have the national anthem. And when we come back, the first pitch and the starting lineups all coming back. This is USJ High School Baseball, the Ballgame Blitz Sports Network, and we're back right after this.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
A lot of dry rubs out there, but they're nothing like the dry rubs in here. Get Zaxby's famous fingers and wings in savory garlic parm, spicy Nashville hot, and zesty lemon pepper. You see that? Now Zaxby's is just rubbing it in. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, exit 74 on I-40.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
First pitch is coming up here in just a few moments. The freshman Channing Foster on the mound for USJ as we set the stage with the starting lineups for this game. First of all, for the home team, the USJ Bruins, it'll be Maddox Polk leading off in the bottom of the first. Catching tonight, batting second for USJ, Harrison McLean, the left fielder. Braden Jones will bat third and play short. Foster, your pitcher, will bat fourth. Jackson Pugh, right fielder, will bat fifth. Will Dodds will bat sixth and play first. Jeb Bush, your DH tonight for Harris Smith, your second baseman. And Charlie Redden will bat eighth and play third base. And batting ninth for USJ, Hudson Rushing, your center fielder. As for FACS, batting here in the top of the first, leading off, Ronan Badu will play center field. William Lee will bat second and play shortstop. Colt Trahan will bat third and play right field. It'll be Connor Palmer batting cleanup, playing first base. Nathan Sprinkle, your third baseman, will bat fifth. Wesley Yarborough, your catcher, will bat sixth. Reese Saliba, Cam Gentili, and Ozzie Abernathy will bat ninth. And for FACS, your pitcher will be Russ Payne. We'll see him in the bottom of the first as we are underway. The first one is sawed-off foul for Ronan Badu, the center fielder for FACS. And once again, setting the outfield defensively for USJ, McLean, Rushing, and Pugh left to right. Redden, Jones, Harris Smith, Dodds on your infield left to right. Foster, Polk, your battery. The 0-1 now to Badu is ground high hopper to Charlie Redden. Score that one. 5-3 as we are underway. One out here in the top of the first. Ben Howard, my broadcast partner. Ben, glad to have you along. It's been a great season for USJ baseball. Love a real hot postseason run here. The 20-win USJ Bruins into the postseason, sir.
And just out of curiosity, where does that rank, those 20 wins? Has that been accomplished here in the last few years?
Since 2019, first time since 2019.
Well, good on them. That's awesome.
Given that information from Coach Spencer Nelson the other day. Quite the accomplishment for the Bruins baseball team. The first one to William Lee, low from Foster, and the same for pitch number 2, so it'll be 2-0.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Foster does here. As I mentioned last time he pitched, which was my last time broadcasting, he had a really good changeup. And there it is right there, it looks like. So, and on the way out from the game last week, talking to Spencer Nelson, he said he just picked this pitch up, and I thought it was really, really good. So interested to see if he incorporates that tonight.
FACS, as we mentioned, coming off of a couple of wins on Monday night to get to this point in the tournament and earn that 4th position out of District 6, Division II Single A, wins over St. Benedict and a win is a swing and a miss. And Maddox Polk is going to throw it down after the drop third strike for out number 2 as William Lee goes down.
And that was the changeup right there. So I've always said that's the best pitch you can throw as a young high school kid and as a top-notch Cy Young winning in the major leagues. The changeup is the best pitch. And right there, that was just shows you how good of an effective a pitch it can be.
And Colt Trahan will step in, the right fielder from the left side from Foster for the first time tonight. 2 outs. This one grounded foul. We mentioned the win for FACS on Monday afternoon, 1 of 2, beating St. Benedict's, and in the night, Lausanne Collegiate, a team that had beaten FACS twice in the regular season. FACS with a big win to get to this point in the tournament here tonight against USJ. 1-1 now the count to Colt Trahan. Connor Palmer, your first baseman, on deck. The Bruins looking to get in the dugout and get to work offensively. This one fouled away, 1-2 now. Channing Foster ahead here against Trahan. Wind blowing in just a tad here at the ballpark. Slight breeze. Lovely night after a couple nights of rain. That one misses low to drive the count to 2-2.
And that was that changeup once again right there. Let's see if he doubles up with it. I love when you double up with it, especially in a 2-2 count right here. I think that'd be a great time to do it. Let's see if he goes back with it.
Channing Foster delivers. That one just a touch inside and low. And the count goes full. Three-two. Spoiled. And we'll do it again. Colt Trahan, the right fielder with Connor Palmer on deck. We'll reset at a full count here. 2 outs. Bruins will be sending up Polk, McLean, and Jones. Their half of the first when we get to it. In the meantime, still work to do here for Foster. That one hits Colt Trahan. And down to first he will go. So a base runner aboard with 2 outs at first base, Colt Trahan, and Connor Palmer, your first baseman. We'll dig in from the right side. Big kid here for the Crusaders, Ben.
Yeah, good-looking kid, and batting cleanup. Don't know what his stats are, but he certainly looks the part as a cleanup hitter.
The home and field umpires making sure that Trahan, your base runner at first, is okay. Taking that pitch, looked like on the knee, Ben, so making sure he's good to run, good to go. This one grounded into the hole. Jones has it. Jones to first. The tag at first and out at first.
Yeah, that's very, very, very good play right there. Not an easy play, and good job by Will Dodds by making that tag. Good job all the way around and getting one pitch out.
Score at 6-3. To the bottom of the first we go. No score here at the U. We're back right after this.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
At Centennial Bank, we're not just about numbers. We're about people who know your name, understand your goals, and walk with you through every stage of life.
Family owned, devoted to doing the right thing, and that makes a difference. We listen, care, and are committed to families, businesses, and the communities we proudly serve. And we're excited to have 3 new branches in Jackson.
Our roots run deep in West Tennessee, and so does our commitment to you. Centennial Bank, neighbors you trust, better banking for life.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton Drug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Back here at Overton Stadium, no score. Bruins, Crusaders. It'll be Maddox Polk, Harrison McLean, and Braden Jones. If anyone gets on, the pitcher, Channing Foster. Ben Howard, Thomas Pugh, along with you tonight. We set the defense here for FACS, Saliba, Badu, Trehan. Your outfield, left to right. Your pitcher, Russ Payne, number 25. Yarbrough, Payne and Yarbrough, your battery. Sprinkle, Lee, Abernathy, and Palmer, your infield, left to right. Breeze kicks up here, and ball 1 now to Maddox Polk leading off. And facing Payne for the first time on the evening. This one's lifted foul. We'll see if it gets out of play, and it does. 1-1. Coach Joe Holloway in the booth here with us, paying us a visit. Good to see him. We'll be broadcasting some USJ Lady Bruins softball games coming up starting tomorrow here in the postseason.
Absolutely. Glad to have him.
For sure. The next from Payne, inside. And it'll go to 2-1. The Bruins back in action tomorrow night, win or lose. They will be taking on ECS and JCS playing tonight down in Memphis. So the winner of that one, if the Bruins win tonight, they'll take on the winner of that one tomorrow night here at the U. Count goes to 3-1 now to Maddox Polk. Harrison McLean, your left fielder, on deck. We mentioned Braden Jones. He would be up third in this inning. If anything happens, Channing Foster, and now something does happen. Maddox Polk works a walk, and the leadoff hitter, Ben, is on.
Yeah, that's good at bat right there. Obviously, pitches out of the zone, but still, Maddox Polk's got to be fired up, and he wants to swing the bat, but he did his job as a leadoff hitter, seeing a bunch of pitches and getting on base and kind of setting the table for Harrison McLean right here.
McLean digs in from the right side, first time tonight, left fielder, wears number 21. And we'll see a pinch runner, actually a courtesy runner, to be technically correct, in Price Barnett, the freshman. A check on him, and he's back in time.
Yeah, and he gets a good read right there. With the left-hander, you kind of got to see that move where he was caught leaning a little bit, so he'll figure some things out over there as far as when to get his secondary.
Price Barnett has been one of those players this year, Ben, that we've seen a lot of defensively, offensively, pinch running in situations like this. Barnett has taken full advantage of a lot of opportunity he's been given this year so far, has the freshman. A lot of freshmen have. We talked about that all season. Foster, Freeland, Maddox Polk, Price Barnett contributing to this team. Here's the next to McLean. That one high and away. 2-0.
Yeah, and this right here with McLean heading the count 2-0. Obviously, he's looking one pitch, one spot right here. He's only thrown the pitcher's only thrown one strike with between two batters, so you can be very choosy right here.
Manager comes out to talk things over with Russ Payne. While he does, we'll take a minute to thank our network sponsors. They include Chuck Hutton Nissan, FMY Orthodontics, Dynamics, and McCoy's Heating and Air for making this broadcast possible. We remind you, if you're out there listening, subscribe to the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel. All of these games are archived there on Worthy Road Studios. USJ Athletics, baseball, football, soccer, softball. We mentioned Coach Joe and softball games. They're archived there. Union University Athletics as well. The next to McLean, the 2-0. This one swung on and lifted to center. On the run is Badu, and he's going to make the catch. Back to first will be Price Barnett, and a nice play for the center fielder, Ben.
Yeah, it was. That ball was hit on the screws right there, but center fielder getting a great jump, great read on that ball, and just able to get his glove outstretched far enough to bring it in for out number 1.
Gosh, just a little bit more to the gap, Ben, and Barnett would still be running.
Absolutely.
As would McLean.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. McLean up there for the first time tonight, and now Braden Jones, the shortstop, from the right side, sees that one low. A good 2-0 pitch to swing at, though, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You don't fault McLean at all. Like I said, he squared it up and just unfortunately hit it, in the vicinity of the center fielder.
Russ Payne, number 25, the next to Braden Jones, is low and inside, and now he'll be looking at a dangerous situation against a dangerous Braden Jones, another 2-0 count to the number 3 hitter.
I'm glad I've got my sunglasses on. It looks like Braden Jones got some new spikes.
How about that?
Yeah, a little flashy. I couldn't have pulled those off.
He will not be able to wear those in Oxford. Here's a fly ball to center field. Badu underneath this one. Barnett takes a look and now retreats back to first, out number 2. The fly out to center field for Braden Jones. That'll bring up Channing Foster, the pitcher. Now with 2 away. Leadoff man at first. Maddox Polk works the walk. Price Barnett, your courtesy runner, he's still there after the flyouts for McLean and Jones. Foster up with Jackson Pugh waiting in the wing. This one is in there for a strike.
It's been a common theme with Foster when he pitches. He helps himself out, it seems like,
big
every
time
game. He's getting 3 and 4 hits every game that he pitches.
Again, a look back over to first for Payne, checking on Barnett. Russ Payne, the next, the lefty, swing and a miss. Bryce Barnett goes, and in there safely. Bryce Barnett, the stolen base. And so now Barnett, the freshman, in scoring position. But an 0-2 count on Channing Foster here, Ben.
Yeah, I do like the aggressiveness on the bases and kind of, forcing the issue and getting somebody into scoring position.
The 0-2, that one high. It'll be 1-2 now to Channing Foster, the freshman, from Russ Payne. Again, that's Barnett getting the lead. This one's fouled off and out of play. We'll reset at 1-2. Digging back in Channing Foster with 2 away and a base runner at second base. The next from Payne, inside. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Once again across town, Trinity Christian Academy hosting North Point Christian, JCS, another local team out of Division II Single A District 5 on the road. This one is a ball, gets away, and Barnett over to third. And that's where he'll be now with a full count to Channing Foster. Right fielder Jackson Pugh, the senior, on deck. We mentioned JCS at ECS tonight. Here's a swing and a foul. We'll reset again at a full count. 2 down. Price Barnett 90 feet away from giving USJ the first lead of the game. We'll see if we can make it happen.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome of this at-bat, it's been a great at-bat by Channing Foster, working his way back to full and fouling a couple pitches off. So
this one lifted high, and it's probably going to get out of play, and it does. Foster stays alive at a 3-2 count. What a great at-bat, Ben, we'd have here if we could work a walk or a base or a RBI base hit right after this.
Yeah, like I said.
Coming back 0-2, working at 3-2.
And not only that, if you do end up getting a base hit right here, that's such a huge momentum boost for the Bruins, getting that one run after having 2 outs with just a man on first.
Barnett at third. Here's a swing and a drive into the gap.
They're not. It's going to hang up there.
It does. Saliba makes the catch for the final out of the first. We're no score here at Overton Stadium, and we're back right after this.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum, 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Zaxby's just dropped dry rubs, and they're not playing. They've got zesty lemon pepper, savory garlic parm, and spicy Nashville hot. Hey, other chicken chains, this is called seasoning. Take notes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
At Centennial Bank, we're not just about numbers. We're about people who know your name, understand your goals, and walk with you through every stage of life.
Family owned, devoted to doing the right thing, and that makes a difference. We listen, care, and are committed to families, businesses, and the communities we proudly serve. And we're excited to have 3 new branches in Jackson.
Our roots run deep in West Tennessee, and so does our commitment to you. Centennial Bank, neighbors you trust, better banking for life.
No score here at Overton Stadium. The Bruins and the Crusaders. For FACS, it'll be Nathan Sprinkle, Wesley Yarbrough, and Reese Saliba as they continue here against Channing Foster, number 11, the freshman pitcher for USJ, back at it here for inning number 2. USJ, Ben, in the bottom half of the first, able to get the bat on the baseball, just couldn't find a gap. That one down the line and fair. Rounding first is going to be Sprinkle. Pugh has it. Here's the relay. It ends safely. At second is going to be Nathan Sprinkle with a leadoff double, Ben.
Yeah, and that's, kind of that's just the way baseball is, where we hit 3 balls on the screws and all get caught, and he kind of just flares one down the line and it finds a hole and he gets a double. So that's just part of it. Just
right by Will Dodds at first for the double and the first hit of the ball game. And now the Crusaders in business against Channing Foster. Wesley Yarbrough up for the first time tonight. We'll go small here. A bunt attempt, and it goes foul for strike 1.
Yeah, now just going back to that last inning, I really thought Channing Foster, that ball that he'd hit, was going to be in the gap.
Yeah.
He must have got that just off the end a little bit where it hung up and didn't quite get as much as we thought.
Reese Saliba with the catch out there in left field. The fly ball for Channing Foster that we were hoping would get down. Did not. The Bruins retired in the first. No damage done. No score. We resume here now. The bunt. Foster fields it over to first to get the out there, but the runner does advance. Wesley Yarbrough. Sacrifice for the catcher, and Nathan Sprinkle now after the double and the sacrifice finds himself at third base with Reese Saliba. And FACS now threatening to get the first lead of the baseball game.
Yeah, they're going to bring, looks like Charlie's going to come in. They're going to leave the middle infield back, so they're going to trade an out for a run with anything up the middle.
Channing Foster continues now against Reese Saliba, the left fielder. And that one in there for strike 1 from Channing Foster. Saliba, who we just mentioned, with a nice catch to close out the bottom half of the first. Bryce Barnett was at third, courtesy runner. That one tipped foul. 0-2, be a big out here, Ben. Cam Gentili is on deck for FACS. 0-2 to Reese Saliba. Number 13 for the Crusaders. Fouls that one off, stays alive at 0-2.
And let's see if he tries to get something out of the zone right here, perhaps a breaking ball down in the dirt, trying to get this strikeout.
That one spoiled to stay at 0-2 for Reese Saliba. The Crusaders 4-8 in district play this year. Out of District 6 over in the Memphis area. 15-19 overall, looking to pull off the upset here tonight at USJ. That one off the mark, 1-2.
Yeah,
I think the coaching staff for the Bruins wanted the swing there.
Yeah, and I don't think he did. I think he held up right there. But nonetheless, it was a good pitch by Foster, trying to get him to chase out of the zone.
The 1-2. That one hits him. Hit by a pitch. Reese Saliba. And he's going to be at first base now. Runners on the corners and one down.
Which obviously is not ideal. You don't want to put extra people on, but it does set up the double play.
We'll see about the base running effort here for the Crusaders. Runners on the corner with one out. Redden continues in, right on the grass on the third base side. Dodds holding Saliba, who was just hit by the pitch. Harris Smith at second, Braden Jones at short. Normal depth. Yes, Ben?
No, I was just going to say that, the middle infield, they're playing for that double play.
Cam Gentili, that one right on the edge for strike one. Gentili bats in the number 8 position. He's the DH, hitting for the pitcher, Russ Payne. The 0-1 from Channing Foster. Right on the edge. Same spot, Ben. Strike two.
Yeah, that's a very well executed pitch right there. Just throwing the ball on the outside black. It looked like almost where they were expecting the runner to try to take second out, kind of like a semi-pitch out right there, but they ended up getting the strike.
Foster had an 0-2 count on Saliba, the previous hitter, went to 1-2, then hit him. He's at first. Nathan Sprinkle, after the double and sacrifice, he's at third, and that one just misses.
Yeah, and when you, it's tough to, call that a strike when he was actually set out nearly, well, he was in the other batter's box, and he kind of reached back, so it's tough to call that a strike.
Polk, your catcher, the 1-2 now. That one goes into the dirt. Base runner from first advances. Saliba now at second base. And FACS with one out with base runners at second and third now.
Yeah, that's just a heads-up play right there by the runner at first, getting a good secondary and reading that ball in the dirt and taking off as soon as he sees that angle. So,
double elimination format for this tournament. 2-2, the 2-2 rather, and that one misses to go to a full count. And Gentili with a nice at bat. Working his way back from 0-2 now to 3-2. Top half of the second, no score, the full count, the pitch. That one misses. And down to first will be Cam Gentili after the walk. And the bases will be loaded with one out for the Crusaders. That'll bring up number 11, Ozzie Abernathy, the second baseman. And at the moment, Coach Spencer Nelson will walk out and chat for a minute with Channing Foster.
Yeah, and he probably just, tell him, hey, you're not making necessarily bad pitches. You just have not executed when it matters the most at a 0-2 count. He hit one and walked one and had them both 0-2. So I think he's okay. Just kind of giving him a breather right here and just say, hey, concentrate, work on getting the ground ball right here. Let's get out of the inning, go back and hit.
The good news, the hitter Abernathy, the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, but then back to the top. So, yeah, be lovely to get a ground ball here, double play, get out of this inning, and get back into the dugout for the Bruins to keep hitting. Lots to do, though, in the meantime with one out, bases loaded. Foster to Abernathy, high. The next, in there for strike one. A big spot here for the freshman Ben, but more than capable, in my opinion, of working his way out of this.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I was always told you're one pitch away from getting out of the inning, so that's kind of the mindset you have to have. Just work on executing pitches, throwing strikes, and don't give them the free passes. Unfortunately, we've given them 2 this inning, but you want to try to stay in that zone.
Nathan Sprinkle is at third. That one in there for a 2-2 count now to Ozzie Abernathy. Sprinkle is at third. Saliba at second. Gentili at first. The 2-2 to Ozzie Abernathy on the way now from Channing Foster, and we'll reset here a second as Foster will take a moment, ask for time. The next to Abernathy, the second baseman. Swung on, down to first. Dodd comes home, dropped. The throw was low. 1 run scores, and now a second scores on the error. Now a play down to third, and safe there, Ben. And the Crusaders take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's the right play. We just did not execute there. I don't think it was a terrible throw. It was a little bit low. Just maybe Maddox Polk was concerned about trying to get the ball and go back to first for the double play, but you got to get one first. So, like I said, this is FACS. They've been riding high, and they've got a little confidence now. So here's where you've got to kind of stand up, get out of this inning, and take over the momentum of this game.
Ronan Badu back to the top of the order. The center fielder up for the second time tonight. He squares and sees that one inside for ball 1. Redden in at third. Dodds with the hold on Abernathy at first. Runners at first and third now, and 1 away. Foster outside, ball 2. The Crusaders getting 2 on the error, 2 runs. They lead at 2-0, and a 2-0 count to Ronan Badu. Low 3-0. Badu grounding out to third to start the game back in the previous inning. High hopper to Charlie Redden. And now a 3-0 count. Not sure the situation there, Ben. The field ump coming over and talking to the third base coach for FACS, who is the head coach. That one in there for strike 1. 3-1 now. To Badu. William Lee on deck. The shortstop is. Foster quickly and now walks Ronan Badu. Now the bases will be loaded again with 1 out for the Crusaders. So in on the corners, your shortstop and second baseman Braden Jones and Harris Smith at normal depth. Now Charlie Redden back a hair at third. And a ball to William Lee.
Yeah, here's where Foster just has to, settle down. He's not been hurt by the bats. I mean, he's given just the free passes, and the error has been what's hurt him. So
Polk with a good play to make sure he catches that one. Ben almost got away from him.
Yeah, and I don't know. We can't see the bullpen, but I would have to imagine that somebody's probably getting loose. You don't want to let this turn into a huge inning.
Now the 2-0 to Lee. That one misses. A throw back to first, not in time. In time, and out at first. Ben, I thought he got back in there safely, so correction on the call. A back pick at first base, and now 2 outs for the Bruins. A big one.
Yeah, and you didn't really see much, pushback from the first base coach, so have to imagine that was pretty evident that he was out. Obviously, we don't have a great view here, but that's exactly what he needed right there, even though it is a 3-0 count, but to get that second out.
Having right down the middle to make it 3-1. Polk with a great job snapping that one back to first. The back pick to get the base runner at first. Now runners at second and third. 2 down. Swung on to third base. Redden has it. Redden over to first and out there. But the Crusaders pick up a couple of runs unearned here in the top of the second. They lead it 2-0. To the bottom of the second we go. This is USJ High School Baseball. We're back right after this.
Surf or turf? With the Zaxby's box, the answer is both.
Get Zaxby's Southern Fried Shrimp and their famous fingers together for a boatload of flavor.
It's the Zaxby's flavor you love. Now on shrimp. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
To the bottom of the second we go. The Crusaders taking a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the second, getting 2 in the top half of this inning. It'll be Jackson Pugh, Will Dodds, and Jeb Bush due up this inning. If anyone gets on Charlie Redden, as we thank our network sponsors, they include Snyder Equipment, Shelter Insurance, Deaton's Carpet One, and Garrett Plumbing and Heating. Here's Jackson Pugh with a base hit right up the middle to get the inning started for the Bruins, Ben.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we needed. We need kind of give Channing Foster a break. The worst possible scenario is we go 3 up, 3 down and get them back in the dugout hitting, and they keep all the momentum. So good job by Jackson Pugh squaring that ball up.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Will Dodds, for the first time tonight with Pugh at first and nobody out. Love to get those 2 back and then some here in the bottom of the second. Swung on, lifted to right field. Pugh saw it through, and now he's going to be at second base. And Dodds, Will Dodds, with a single to keep the inning going. 2 pitches, 2 singles, Ben.
Yeah, that's great approaches right there. And be interesting to see if Coach Giles elects to go to small ball right here as FACS did.
Jeb Bush, the designated hitter, the senior, digs in from the right side for the first time tonight. Does so with nobody out and base runners at second and third. Pugh checked up a second on that hit to make sure it got through. This one swung on to third. Third baseman has it. And the force out there to get Pugh, the lead runner, and that'll be all. But 1 out, a big one. Dodds advances to second on the play, and Bush on the fielder's choice is at first now with 1 away.
And I wouldn't count out a bunt right here. Charlie, very great bunter. He can bunt for a base hit, and I'm sure that's what he'd be doing, but it could act as a sacrifice. You got the infield. They're the first baseman's kind of looking for it.
Swing and a miss. Redden seems he's swinging away.
Yeah, and
Payne and Yarbrough are going to talk it over here, Ben. Yes.
All 4 hitters have swung at the first pitch, so I'd like to see Charlie perhaps, maybe work this count a little bit and make him throw a few pitches.
Yeah, Ben, here in the top of the second, the Bruins super aggressive, as you mentioned, swinging at the first pitch, each of the first 4 hitters of this inning. Luckily, though, the first 2 finding holes for hits. 1 away. This one swung on and fouled. We're still swinging. Hudson rushing, the number 9 hitter on deck. 1 away. And the senior Charlie Redden up there. Will Dodds at second. Jeb Bush at first. Another swing and a foul.
Well, he's being forced to throw pitches, but we're just fouling him off. We've swung at every pitch this inning.
Well, if they're throwing them down the middle, you got to swing at them, right, Ben?
That's right.
And the first ball of the inning. Redden sees that one wide. The count goes to 1-2. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Crusaders. The Bruins, no runs, 2 hits. Costly error, the top of the second, scoring 2 runs. FACS has the lead here at the U. Swung on and to third, mishandled there. Sprinkle trying to get back, unable to do so, and safe at third is going to be Will Dodds. How do you score it, Ben?
That is, I'm going to say it's a hit.
Infield hit for Charlie Redden. And everybody's safe.
And like I said, good things happen when you put the ball in play.
Sprinkle, the third baseman, had it for a second, kicked it into foul territory, was trying to claw back and get the force at third, but Will Dodds makes it there safely. 1 out, rushing, sees that one high. Hudson rushing, Ben, on Saturday with a big double against Gibson County to score 2 runs, and those ended up being the 2 that mattered. The Bruins win it on the road Saturday 4-2. Would love to have another one right here. This one fouled off, 1-1. Another big double for rushing, that is.
Yeah, that would definitely, kind of turn the momentum in our direction and score a couple of runs, and hopefully, like you said, give Channing Foster a little bit of time to kind of gather his, his thoughts and give him a break.
Here's the 1-1 to the junior rushing. That one just misses. 2-1. The Crusaders here at Overton Stadium liked it, wanted it, but it's 2-1. Dodds at third, Jeb Bush at second, Redden after the infield hit at first. Bases loaded, 1 out. That one just inside. And it's 3-1. I think Hudson would have been okay wearing that one,
Ben.
Ben.
Absolutely.
Not that he was intentionally leaning into it, but he wasn't getting out of the way for sure.
Yeah, he did turn a little bit. That's where I say don't be selfish. You got to take one for the team every now and again.
The 3-1 misses. No, strike 2 on a ball that was a hair outside.
Yeah, when the catcher he's set up outside and he has to reach across his body to catch it. Pretty good indication that it's out of the zone, but nonetheless, we'll do it again, 3-2.
Full count, 1 away, bases loaded, the next to rushing. That one is high. And the walk will score a run, and it'll make it 2-1 as we continue here in the bottom of the second. The leadoff hitter, Maddox Polk, still with 1 out, and the bases loaded. The freshman catcher will dig in for the second time tonight. Maddox walking back in the first to start the ball game. Now 2-1. That one in there for a strike.
And I like that approach by Maddox Polk, just kind of, seeing what he's going to do, take a pitch and make him come to you.
This one swung on, lifted to center. Badu has it. And tagging is going to be Jeb Bush on the way home, and safe at home is Jeb Bush. Now the ball gets away from the catcher, but staying at third is going to be Charlie Redden. Jeb Bush tagging, and that makes it 2-2. Two away now after the fly out for Maddox Pope. And still bases and still base runners. Here's an appeal at third, safe there. They say Bush did indeed tag legally. So the score does remain 2-2.
And I can't think of a better guy to be up right now than Harrison McLean.
McLean centered one up well back in the first, ended up flying out to center field. Sees that one in there for a strike. 2 outs, base runners at second and third for the Bruins. Still doing work here after tying the game. 2 runs on 3 hits for USJ, 2 runs on 1 hit for FACS. That one inside. McLean, we talk about it all the time, sets up very close to the plate, hovers, gets hit a bunch, does not mind it. The 1-1 swung on and lifted, foul and out of play. It'll be 1-2 to Harrison McLean.
He just missed that ball. That was a great pitch to hit and just missed it.
Braden Jones on deck. Russ Payne, the lefty, continues here for FACS. The 1-2 swung on and grounded to the third baseman. Third baseman has it over to first. Doug there for the final out of the second inning. But the Bruins do get 2 here in the bottom half of the second to tie it. It's 2-2 here at Overton Stadium. We're back after this.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At Centennial Bank, we're not just about numbers. We're about people who know your name, understand your goals, and walk with you through every stage of life.
Family owned, devoted to doing the right thing, and that makes a difference. We listen, care, and are committed to families, businesses, and the communities we proudly serve. And we're excited to have 3 new branches in Jackson.
Our roots run deep in West Tennessee, and so does our commitment to you. Centennial Bank, neighbors you trust, better banking for life.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
Back here at Overton Stadium, USJ ties it in the bottom half of the second inning. It's 2-2. 2 runs on 1 hit for FACS, no errors. 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error for USJ. And another good or a positive thing, Ben, that comes out of the bottom half of the second. Good lengthy inning. We tie it, gives Channing Foster a chance to gather his thoughts, settle down a bit, and get back out there and get to work.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, when we were hitting, hopefully we can do the same thing that I was talking about, is shut them down, go 3 up, 3 down, keep the momentum, go back in the dugout, and put a couple more runs on the board.
FACS will send Colt Trahan, Connor Palmer, and Nathan Sprinkle. Trahan, I beg your pardon. some of the FACS fans and families were able to help kindly with some player pronunciations. And by the way, Ben, we should add that may have some Crusader fans listening in tonight. We welcome them to the broadcast. Hopefully they are enjoying this game so far. 2-2 so far in this one. Glad to have some Crusaders listening tonight. The 2-2 right on the edge. Polk wanted it, didn't get it. It's 3-2. Colt Trahan hit by a pitch his first time up, that back in the first. Hits in the number 3 hole. Connor Palmer on deck for FACS. This one swung on and lifted down the left side. Is there room for Redden over there? The camera loses him, and that one gets out of play, and it'll stay 3-2. See a few students there in the overhang enjoying the game tonight. We've got a few out there in the, what has that been? The vault? Is that right? No, not the vault. The fort.
Okay.
The fort, maybe? That one high, and the leadoff hitter, Trahan, is on, working the walk from Channing Foster. Nobody out, base runner at first, Connor Palmer, and Coach Giles is going to come out. Will we see a change, Ben? We will. Channing Foster will exit as a pitcher, that is. I'm sure we'll see Foster in at third base. Redden will move to second, it seems. And Channing Freeland, Ben, is being brought in to throw.
Yeah, we've seen him throw several times this year and been very impressive as well. Don't want to, not Channing Foster. I mean, he just, for whatever reason, just didn't have the command that he has shown all year. We thought he would, the way he started that first inning. He was getting ahead of every hitter. And second inning on, just kind of not getting ahead of hitters and not being able to put them away. And I think Denny Giles did the right thing of getting him out of there and just kind of saving him possibly for where he could use him further into this
That's
tournament.
what I was about to say. Is this a play not only where you see Foster maybe, as you mentioned, not having the command that he's had, but also a play for Coach Giles to sort of save him for later on in the week? He's only thrown 53 pitches here tonight.
Yeah, and like I said, you're not losing anything by putting Freeland out there. I mean, you've got a more than capable pitcher that has command, has velocity, has the breaking ball, and has pitched in some big situations already this year. So I don't think the situation is going to be too big. So looking forward to seeing him and watching him compete out there.
Channing Freeland, the last time we saw him was on Thursday of this last week. The Bruins on the road to Westview. In that game, the freshman Channing Freeland going all 6 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 runs, only one of those earned, struck out 8 against Westview. Not a bad outing.
No, it's not. And Westview's going to have a good squad. I have not seen them play this year, but I know Scott Gaiman always has a good team and well-disciplined baseball team.
So Channing Freeland steps in to take over for Channing Foster. He'll face Palmer, Sprinkle on deck, and a base runner at first, Colt Trahan. That one on the corner gets the call. Connor Palmer, number 32. Big kid, first baseman for FACS. Grounded out to short on a nice play for Braden Jones back in the first to close out the top of the first. Here's a check on Trahan. And back safely is the right field base runner for the Crusaders. Freeland, the right-handed freshman, another check over at first and back safely.
And would like to see a ground ball right here. Obviously, he's keeping him close and keeping that double play intact. So get a ground ball right here, give the Bruins some life, and get them back in the dugout.
The 0-1, swing and a miss, a big cut for Connor Palmer. USJ, here's a foul. USJ beating Westview, by the way, in that game that Channing Freeland pitched in last Thursday on the road, 12-2 the final. USJ going 4-0 last week, 2 wins over TRA to win the district regular season championship, and then 2 non-district games, Westview and Gibson County, to close the week out. Here's a swing and a grounder to third. Foster has it over to first and out there. Throw pulls Dodds off, but Dodds with the tag gets the out. Score at 5-3 for the second out of the inning, or pardon me, the first out of the inning. And Trey Hahn moves down to second base on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if he was actually, he might have been running on that pitch, just how close he was when Foster fielded that ball over at third. He had no play at second, so I don't know.
None at all. Didn't even look that way, right?
Yeah, he was basically on second base when he was fielding the ball.
Crusaders only have 1 hit in the game, and it came as a double from this hitter, Sprinkle.
Tries to go that way
the
again.
Exact same spot, right?
Yeah.
Back in the second inning, Nathan Sprinkle, who's up there now with an 0-1 count, got one just by Will Dodds at first. Down the line, a double. For the only hit in the game, FACS taking advantage of a few walks, a hit batsman, a fielding error, and they have 2, but we're tied. This one inside, 1-1 now to Nathan Sprinkle. The catcher, Wesley Yarbrough, on deck. Base runner at second in the meantime with 1 out. Freeland finds the zone there for strike 2, 1-2. Colt Trahan at second, the next. Swing and a miss, and Channing Freeland strikes out Nathan Sprinkle, and a big strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, that's, elevating the zone and getting that swing and miss, huge for Freeland and the Bruins getting that second out. You just don't want to let down now that you got that second out. You got to still be aggressive and attack the zone.
Wesley Yarbrough, the catcher, in there for the second time, sees that one out of the zone for ball 1. Colt Trahan continues at second base. After the walk and the fielder's choice, here's a foul, 1-1. 2 away here in the top of the third. A 2-2 game, postseason play, regional tournament. USJ FACS. Swing and a miss and a big cut. Wesley Yarbrough.
Yeah, that's a really good fastball. It kind of just sneaks up on you. It doesn't really look like there's a lot of effort, but it just pops out of his hand, and he's got kind of a across his body motion where he kind of hides the ball really well. So you see it late, and it's just snapping out there.
This one fouled back this way, and the count remains 1-2.
And for the most part, I mean, we've only had one. The one hit they got was where they were late on a fastball, and it just kept it in, fair territory barely. So they really have not squared up a ball yet.
The 1-2, Yarbrough fouls that one off to stay alive at 1-2. 2 down, base runner at second base, Colt Trahan. Continues there.
Looks like that one might have got a little piece of the umpire, and Polk was trying to do him a solid and go out and talk to his pitcher, give him a little time to catch his breath, but he says he's all right.
The 1-2 to Yarbrough from Channing Freeland. Swing and a base hit. That's going to find the gap. Rounding third is Trey Hahn, and he's going to score to make it 3-2 FACS. Wesley Yarbrough, Ben, on a 1-2 count. A good piece of hitting.
Yeah, I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I should have just kept it shut about hitting the ball, solid. So, anyway, that's part of it, Walks always seem to find a way to score.
Yeah, man. Only 2 hits in the game, 3 runs for the Crusaders.
And I believe
they get a big hit when it matters there with a base runner at second. Yes.
He was ahead in the count there, I think 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2. So the inning continues. Reese Saliba, the left fielder, will dig in from the right side up there for the second time tonight. Victim of a hit by pitch from Channing Foster back in the second. Now against Freeland for the first time this evening. Curveball is in there for a strike. Base runner at first, Wesley Yarbrough, after the hit that scores Colt Trey Hahn from second base. Trey Hahn had earned a leadoff walk. Now here's a check back over at first safely is Yarbrough. The inning started with Colt Trey Hahn, the leadoff walk. Connor Palmer grounded out to third on the fielder's choice, Trey Hahn, to second base where he would score on a hit. Here's another check back at first in safely is Yarbrough. We did have Nathan Sprinkle striking out, swinging. And, of course, as we mentioned, the fielder's choice, 2 away here in the top of the third. Runner goes. Polk, the throw down, and safe at second base. The stolen base is Wesley Yarbrough.
Looks like there is a courtesy runner.
Yep. The pitch was a strike, so it is an 0-2 count. That's the good news. The bad news is a runner in scoring position for FACS. The next is Saliba. Swing and a miss, and Channing Freeland ends the threat right there. But the Crusaders do get 1 extra run to make it 3-2. To the bottom of the third we go here from the U. We're back after this.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, exit 74 on I-40.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority, Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
The Bruins trailing here at home 3-2 to FACS. We head to the bottom of the third, and it'll be the heart of the order coming up. Braden Jones, the number 3 hitter, Foster Pugh, due up here in the bottom of the third. Will Dodds, if anyone gets on. Braden Jones flew out to center field his first time up back in the first. Hit the ball hard. Just got to find a gap here for Braden. Swung on and down the third base line. Braden Jones rounds first, and he'll end up at second base for a leadoff double, Ben.
Yeah, that's a great start to the inning, and hopefully they can put together a big inning. That's what the Bruins need, just to kind of, get together, get some momentum going, and give Channing Freeland a lead to pitch with, and let's see how that they can do with a lead.
Channing Foster, who we mentioned earlier, usually has a big day at the bat when he's pitching. No longer pitching in the game, but would still love for him to pick up this tying run here. Foster sees that one in there for strike one. Two runs on 4 hits for USJ, 1 error for the Bruins. 3 runs on only 2 hits for the Crusaders. Foster sees that one outside. Braden Jones, your base runner, at second base, is there with nobody out. Chilly night here at the ballpark after the cold front moves through. Past couple of days, getting a good bit of rain. This one lifted foul down the right field line. Luckily, Coach Giles, and you see Brian Stevenson there in the picture, and Philip Dunn with his arms crossed, part of the facilities crew here at USJ, do a wonderful job. Had the tarp on the field in preparation for tonight, Ben.
Yeah.
The players getting up this morning and coming out helping to remove the tarp, and so making sure we were ready to play ball tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice job, guys.
Sure, the players weren't too happy about getting out, early in the morning and wrestling that tarp, but it paid off. We're here playing baseball on a great April 9th.
Yeah, really nice. Channing Foster, 1 and 2.
No, that is way little.
Foster goes down looking on a pitch that was outside the zone there, Ben. The Bruin faithful did not like it. Foster did not like it. And with 1 away, base runner continues at second base. Braden Jones, Jackson Pugh back in there.
Yeah, and I think that pitch was out, but as long as he can call it on both sides, I mean, it doesn't make it right, but at least it makes it somewhat fair.
Here's ball 1 to Jackson Pugh. Pugh with a hard hit single to center field his last time up. 1 and 1 on the night. Jones continues. Now a look back at him. No throw. Pugh against the lefty Russ Payne, the starter. That one was closer than the
yeah, it was.
That one was closer to me than the pitch that Foster was rung up on. Pugh gets the call there, though. 2-0, 2 balls and no strikes. The next from Payne. And that one is a strike. Looks like close to the same spot. But 2-1 now to Jackson Pugh. Will Dodge, your first baseman, on deck. Braden Jones continues at second base, your base runner there. Leadoff double. That one high and inside. It goes to 3-1. Crusaders taking a 2-0 lead in the second. The Bruins tying it in the bottom. They get a run to take another lead here, 3-2. Ball gets away from the catcher here. Braden Jones does advance. Pugh with a half swing. The ump says he did go, so it'll be 3-2 to him, but now Braden Jones 90 feet away, Ben.
Yeah.
Would love to see Pugh put this in place somewhere on the right side.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives you many more options to score this run.
That one high, and Pugh works the walk. So Jackson Pugh on base for the second time tonight. Will be at first base. The lefty, Russ Payne, I'm sure we'll keep him close over there, Ben, with Will Dodds, the number 6 hitter, digging in for the second time this evening. He does so. Base runners at first and third, now with 1 out. That one in there for a strike to the very tall Will Dodds. Dodds with a hit to right field previously. Now a look back at Pugh.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Jackson Pugh be put in motion here, utilize his speed, and perhaps get two in scoring position right here. And maybe that's the first move where you go no matter what, first movement, and you just go and don't look back. There you go. Good job.
Here's a throw back to third on the attempt. Pugh down to second safely, and now base runners at second and third with one out. Will Dodds, though, with an 0-2 count, swinging and missing on the delivery from Russ Payne. Payne now from the wind. High and away. The senior Jeb Bush awaits on deck. Back to work, Payne. Again, high and away. Evens the count, 2-2 to Will Dodds. Center fielder way in, Ben.
Yeah, he is. No wind tonight, so.
This one swung on and lifted to left field foul. And we'll reset at 2-2. I would love for Dodds to put one right over his head.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, there's really no wind blowing tonight, not in or out or anything. So maybe they've got a scouting report. I'm not sure.
A shot of the crew out at the fort. The 2-2. Inside to Will Dodds. Makes it 3-2. A base open at first. A 3-2 count to Dodds. Jeb Bush on deck, one away. Pugh at second. Braden Jones at third. The Bruins trailing. Here's a swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Russ Payne. The second out of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good pitch right there and gutsy pitch right there to throw a changeup right there on 3-2. Obviously, the base was open, but you don't want to load the bases up regardless, so you got to kind of tip your hat to the pitcher there.
Braden Jones, who doubled to lead the inning off, is now at third. Pugh walked. He's at second. And that pitch called a strike. 0-1 now to Jeb Bush. That one looked out.
And then maybe that makes sense now where Maddox Polk in a previous inning was, setting up in the other batter's box because that's where he's calling that pitch right there.
That one also called a strike. And also, Ben, it appeared a touch out of the zone.
Well, I mean, you got to give credit. He's consistent. He's not changing it up, the umpire, so.
Bush lifts this one to center field. Badu underneath it. Has it for out number 3. And the score remains 3-2 in favor of FACS. We head to the fourth here at the U. We're back after this.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, exit 74 on I-40.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Fitzgate, Centennial Bank, Zaxby's, and Jones Chevrolet. 3-2, the Crusaders leading it over the Bruins here at home. Postseason play, game number 1, USJ trailing against FACS. Here as we start the 4th inning of play, Cam Gentile, Ozzie Abernathy, your number 8 and 9 hitters due up, then back to the top with Ronan Badu. Channing Freeland back to work. The freshman kicks and delivers high and inside to Cam Gentile. Designated hitter walked back in the 2nd inning in his only at bat so far tonight. The next from Freeland is low and inside, but in there for a strike, gets the call. Evens the count.
Yeah, it's you definitely have to wait and see what the call. You can't assume anything.
Yeah, for sure. That went on the edge.
And then, like I said, that one looked out to me. So, hey, hats off to the umpire. He's being consistent. Obviously, it's a large zone, but he's calling it, consistent.
That one misses. Count goes to 2-2. The next from Freeland, swung on and fouled. We mentioned our local teams in play tonight. TCA hosting North Point. Here's a swing and a foul. JCS on the road at ECS. The winner of that game playing here tomorrow night in the winners bracket. That one, strike 3. The curveball gets number 6 looking, Cam Gentile, for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Ozzie Abernathy for FACS. So ECS and JCS, the winner of that one comes here to the U tomorrow night to take on one of these two teams. FACS trying to steal one from USJ here in postseason play. This is a double elimination situation, though, for every team that's participating at this point in the tournament. The goal is to win 2 before you lose 2, right? Here's a swing and a fly ball to center. Hudson rushing underneath it, has it. Can of corn, out number 2.
That's what I'd like to see a little bit more of. I mean, obviously you can't really truly dictate it, but just get some early outs. Let them put the ball in play, or not let them, but kind of force them by throwing strikes and get some of those early outs.
With 2 outs, Ronan Badu strides in for the 3rd time tonight here in the 4th. A ground out, a walk. Sees that one in for a strike. The next from Freeland is grounded to the right side. Redden to his left has it over to Dodd. The final out of the inning. But the Crusaders continue to lead by 1. It's 3-2. USJ coming up in the bottom of the 4th next. We're back right after this.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitzcapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitzcapes, let's build something beautiful.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and open Deaton Drug Barn on East College. I work long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
Back here at Overton Stadium, USJ trailing FACS 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Charlie Redden, Hudson Rushing, and then back to the top of the order, Maddox Polk. A little bit of a malfunction here for the catcher and the equipment. We get that sorted out, and we're underway. Ben, we say hello to Ben Davis listening in tonight.
Yeah, I know Ben a little bit. We played a little ball together. Very good hitter, player, pitcher. Did it all. Played with his brother as well, Mr. Brian Davis.
Big baseball family, that's right. Ben Davis and Liz in Hawaii this evening, tuning us in. Ben let us know. We appreciate that.
That's probably the first time we've ever had somebody watch us in Hawaii.
How about that?
Wonder how many states we have covered thus far.
Ben's son, Brooks Davis, a very talented athlete at our school. Sixth grader this year, will be working his way up into the middle school program next year. Looking forward to that. 2-1 now to Charlie Redden. High in the zone, but Payne gets the call to even it at 2-2. The 2-2 to Charlie Redden. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. It'll get through. We'll see. Redden digs it out. Nice play for the second baseman, but safe at first is Charlie Redden, and a leadoff hit, Ben.
Yeah, that's how you want to start an inning, and if that pitcher just would have stayed in the way a little bit longer, probably would have been able to get that out because it would have hit him right in the backside and possibly could have thrown him out, but appreciate him getting out of the way and allowing us to get a base hit.
Charlie Redden, the benefit of two infield hustling hits to be 2 for 2 now. Rushing goes small. This one popped up on the bunt effort. Back to the pitcher. And back to first is Redden, 1 away.
Big important time through the lineup, being the third time through the lineup right here. Maddox Polk starting it off. See if we can kind of start to put it together, string some hits together right here.
This one swung on and missed. Maddox Polk 0 for 1 on the game so far, a sac fly and a walk. So I may need some correction there. A sac fly and a walk. Neither one of those at-bats counting against Mr. Polk, right?
Correct.
Okay. This one swung on, lifted to left field. Saliba coming in and maybe trouble. And making the catch is the second, or I beg your pardon, the shortstop, Lee, for the out.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be trouble immediately when it left the bat. And great hustle play by the shortstop, and the pitcher surely appreciates that.
A credit to William Lee, the shortstop. Working his way out to left field, making that catch over his shoulder. Charlie Redden retreats back to first, but he's there now with 2 outs. Needs something big here from McLean with 2 down. That one catches the inside part of the plate for strike 1.
Does not get the call on that pitch.
No.
I was going to, be a little perturbed.
You got to wait. You got to wait a minute, though. Right? You got to make sure of it. 1-1 now. 2 outs. McLean. Swing and a miss. Bruins hitters been just unable to get into a consistent rhythm here tonight.
Well, and credit Payne, he's kind of kept them off balance with that that off-speed pitch, whether it's a changeup or breaking ball. He's been really effective with it.
Braden Jones awaits on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Redden at first after the leadoff hit. Swing and a miss. Harrison McLean for the 3rd out of the inning. And to the top of the 5th we go. Here at Overton Stadium, USJ continues to trail 3-2.
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. This is how we Friday night.
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 At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Channing Freeland continues here for USJ, the freshman pitcher. He will face William Lee, Colt Trahan, and Connor Palmer here to start the 5th inning of play. Crusaders leading it 3-2 over USJ. 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors for FACS. 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for USJ. William Lee, the shortstop. A nice play in the bottom of the 4th. Leadoff hitter Charlie Redden reaching on an infield hit to start the inning, stranded. The next 3 up, the next 3 down. Here's a fly ball. Hudson Rushing on the run, makes the catch. Hudson Rushing to his left. In that gap bin, an impressive play defensively for the junior.
No doubt. That was really impressive, and Freeland for sure appreciates that. But Rushing just getting a great jump, and the speed he has out there. When that ball first left the bat, I didn't think there was any chance of him getting there, but he runs it down and starts this inning off with an out.
The right fielder, Colt Trahan, digs in, sees the first one in there for a strike. Hudson Rushing. What a play defensively. You look at the options, Ben, McLean, Rushing, Pugh, Barnett. Coach Giles has at his disposal defensively in the outfield. Very impressive.
Yeah, and like I said,
we've seen some big plays from Rushing, Barnett.
Yeah. And then on that play right there, Rushing it was not like he was reaching for that ball. He was underneath it when it came down, so.
Here's a ground ball that leaks into center field right up the middle. Just past Freeland. Just past Braden Jones, who was giving chase. And the Crusaders have their 3rd hit of the night. Colt Trahan is now at first base. Connor Palmer digs in now from the right side and does so with a base runner at first and 1 away. Palmer has grounded out twice in this game. Sees that one low for ball 1. We'll try to get a check on the other local teams and how they're doing. JCS at ECS tonight. Trinity at home against North Point Christian. Here's a swing and a ball rope to center field. Rushing has it for out number 2. Being right on the line, just got a little bit too far underneath it, and Rushing able to get over there and make the catch.
Yeah, that's just the happy medium that you kind of play for. The balls are going to be dribble up the third baseline is a base hit, and the ones hit on the squared up, they're out. That? So they all even out.
Nathan Sprinkle with the base runner going, the throw down, not in time, and a stolen base. And down at second base will be Colt Trahan. The pitch, a called strike, so it'll be 0-1 now to Nathan Sprinkle. Sprinkle with a double in this game. Swings on that one, lifts it over to Will Dodds, who makes the catch. And Sprinkle lines out to end the inning, and it stays 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We're back after this.
Have you ever thought about real estate investments or purchasing a home? Are you tired of dealing with the headaches of managing your real estate portfolio? Cornerstone Realty has you covered. We can advise you on anything real estate related. Your property, our priority. Cornerstone Realty and Property Management.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Back here at USJ, the Bruins trailing it 3-2 as we look at some other scores of interest here in this tournament. North Point and Trinity Christian Academy are tied at 3 apiece. St. George's is leading Tipton Rosemark Academy 4-3. We'll try to get a score on JCS. They in action tonight at ECS. And that game now a final. Not a final, I beg your pardon. Trying to get a score here for JCS ECS and unable to do so at the moment, so we'll try to keep up with that one as we go along here tonight. And we're on Facebook if you happen to have a score. I want to pass it along. We're happy to take that here tonight. Here's the 1-0. Braden Jones, that one high and on the left side of the infield. And underneath it is Sprinkle, and he has it for out number 1. And again, Ben, Russ Payne just keeping the Bruins hitters a little bit off kilter.
Yeah, just a little off balance, not able to really get anything, hard hit. We've had a couple of, balls here and there, but not able to take advantage of them. Left a couple runners stranded. Maybe Foster can get us going right here.
Channing Foster up for the 3rd time tonight. Has struck out. He has also flown out to left field. Has a 2-0 count here against Russ Payne. FACS with 2 impressive wins on Monday night against St. Benedict. Following that up with a win over Lausanne Collegiate to put those 2 teams out in postseason play. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to center field. Badu is over and has it for out number 2. And now here at the U tonight, leading it by 1 over the Bruins, 3-2. And now with 2 outs, Jackson Pugh up.
Now batting for Jackson.
I've had a lot of pop-outs. I hadn't really seen many balls hit on the ground. Would like to see that adjustment made, but easier said than done. You know, kind of, like I said, they've got us off balance a little bit, but we've had a lot of flyouts.
And Payne continuing to work the outer edge of the zone, getting the call there. Jackson Pugh 0-1. Swinging a ground ball foul down the right side, and now Pugh is in a hole here, 0-2. Pugh with a hit to center field back in the second. Also walked in the third, so he's been on base twice tonight here in this game. Will Dodd's on deck. Russ Payne, the 0-2 to Jackson Pugh. Right on the outer part of that zone again. Strike 3, Jackson Pugh looking. And that's the final out of the 5th. To the 6th we go. We're back right after this.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
Whether you're a designer, homeowner, builder, commercial, residential, we're here to help make ideas come to reality. Builder finished products, 10 United Drive in Jackson. Come see us.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
A lot of dry rubs out there, but they're nothing like the dry rubs in here. Get Zaxby's famous fingers and wings in savory garlic parm, spicy Nashville hot, and zesty lemon pepper. You see that? Now Zaxby's is just rubbing it in. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Back here at Overton Stadium, 3-2 FACS leads it over the Bruins. We head to the top of the 6th. Looking elsewhere, we promised you an ECS-JCS score from Memphis. They head to the 5th inning in that one, and ECS leading it 4-3. All of these games, Ben, are either tied or one-run games, close ones all across regional play tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle to make your way through this tournament.
Once again, this is a double elimination tournament. Wesley Yarbrough, the catcher, against Freeland. That one missing inside. 2-1 now to Yarbrough. Same spot. That one a strike. Yarbrough with a sac bunt in the second. Also has a hit in this game to left field. He 1 for 1 so far. Now the 2-2 against him here. Inside part of the zone and strike 3.
Yeah, I mean
it's a wide zone, Ben, but he's calling it both ways.
No doubt. Yeah, he's definitely he's determined and he's locked in on his zone. So credit to him, and that just tells you that the batters or the hitters need to go up there swinging the bat. I kind of like it. Love it as a pitcher.
Now the left fielder, Reese Saliba. And that one in there for a strike. Saliba hit by a pitch, has also struck out in this game. Left fielder up for the 3rd time tonight. Curveball in there for a strike. The Crusaders getting the benefit of 2 runs off of an error back in the second inning.
I thought
they went up 2 to, yeah. The 1-2 curveball misses 2-2. The Crusaders, we mentioned, getting 2 runs off the error in the second inning, took a 2-0 lead into the bottom where USJ tied it at 2, only to see FACS tack on what is now, there's a swing and a miss and a strikeout for the second out of the inning. What is now the leading run of the game, 3-2. As Saliba goes down swinging. 2 outs now. Cam Gentile, the designated hitter, up there with the bases empty and 2 outs. Breaking pitch misses. And it's 1-0 to Cam Gentile. That one also low. 2-0. Ozzie Abernathy on deck for FACS. That one catches the inside part of the zone. And it goes to 2-1. Right down the middle for strike 2. Channing Freeland works his way back to even the count against Cam Gentile. The 2-2 with 2 strikes. The base is empty. Swing and a ground ball foul. Fielded nicely by the Crusader head coach. Third base coach over there. Here's the next. Swing and a miss. Freeland gets Cam Gentile to strike out swinging. And we head to the bottom of inning number 6 here at the U. The Bruins are trailing at 3-2. We're back after this.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, exit 74 on I-40.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
USJ finishes the regular season an overall record of 20-8. They go 9-1 in district play. They're regular season district champs. In the meantime, FACS 15-19, 4-8 in district play, and leading it here tonight, 3-2 against the 1 seed USJ. Will Dodds up there, the freshman first baseman, for the 3rd time tonight, followed by Jeb Bush, Charlie Redden, Hudson Rushing if anyone gets on. Swing and a miss on a big sweeping off-speed pitch from Russ Payne, who continues. 3 runs, 3 hits for FACS, 2 runs, 5 hits for the Bruins. Dodds sees that one high and away. Got to protect that outer edge, right, Ben?
No doubt. Yeah, you got to be trying to foul everything off you can out there.
That one out there, and he did indeed to stay alive. 1 and 2.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands, whether or not it's going to be, a borderline pitch for sure. You need to be ready to swing on any pitch right here, and especially with Payne. He's already proved that he'll throw any pitch at any count.
Swinging a foul, another one spoiled by the freshman Dodds. Remains 1 and 2. A look there into the USJ dugout. The next outside. Payne trying to find that outer edge of that zone. That went just too far out. Now the 2-2 from Payne to Will Dodds. That one also outside. And Dodds works his way out of a hole to make it a full count here. This one swung on and fouled.
Yeah, good job by Dodds right here. Like you said, get back in the count, fouling some pitches off. Hopefully he can get one that he can handle and put out there for a base hit.
Payne at 92 pitches. From the windup. Another foul. Jeb Bush on deck. Charlie Redden behind him. Dodds does have a hit in this game back at the second to right field. The 3-2. Swung on and just foul down the right field line. Right over there between the first baseman Palmer and the first base coach, Spencer Nelson. Directing traffic over there for the Bruins. Dodds still alive, the 3-2. Another foul ball for the freshman Dodds. Pitch count goes to the mid-90s for Payne.
Did we ever determine what the pitch limit is? Is it 120 or 130?
The next misses, and a great at bat for Will Dodds. Working the walk to start the bottom of the sixth for USJ.
And we'll see if Coach Giles elects to play small ball late in the game. Or maybe we put Dodds in motion.
Strike one into Jeb Bush. Thought we might get a look over to Dodds just to see, Ben, if Bush squares there. He does not. And now I'll look over. Dodds back safely. 0-1 to Jeb Bush. Bush 0 for 2 tonight so far. Sees that one low and inside for ball one. Ground out to third, a fly out to center field for Jeb Bush. DH tonight for second baseman Harris Smith. Payne comes set, the next. Swung on and into the gap. Dodds is going around second and head to third. Bush is going around first and head to second. And a one-out double for Jeb Bush.
Yeah, that's just a good piece of hitting right there by Jeb Bush. Just not trying to do too much, just going the other way, finding the gap in the process, and getting 2 men in scoring position with nobody out here in the sixth inning. So this is what we've been looking for and about to turn the lineup over as well.
Charlie Redden will be next up for the Bruins. Redden with 2 hits in this game so far. And the Bruins threatening with nobody out. Base runners at second and third. The infield now, Ben, comes in. Third shortstop, second baseman, first baseman, all on the grass. Redden from Payne, high and away. Hudson rushing on deck. Should mention a pinch runner for Jeb Bush at second. Max Montgomery is there for him. Will Dodds continues at third. Payne, swing and a miss, Charlie Redden. Nobody out. The Bruins threatening. These two would be big going into the top of the seventh, Ben.
Yeah, we need to really, take advantage of the situation. We've had some opportunities and just have not been able to make anything out of it as far as runs concerned. So, yeah, we really need to get at least one. Obviously, two would be great, but we need to focus on the first one.
Yeah. Redden in a hole 1 and 2. Russ Payne from the wind. Inside and low. Evens it at 2 apiece. Credit to Yarbrough, too, Ben, keeping that one in front of him, keeping Dodds at third.
Yeah, credit the whole FACS team, man. They've made all the plays that they've had to, so well-played game by both teams.
The next swing and a base hit. Charlie Redden with his third hit of the game. Max Montgomery is going to be held at third, but Will Dodds scores, and we're tied at 3.
And right there, that kind of, with the center fielder we mentioned earlier, him playing so shallow, he's able to get to that ball pretty quick, so able to keep Max Montgomery at third, but get the tying run in, have man on first and third with nobody out. Great piece of hitting right there by Charlie Redden, being down in the count, not trying to do too much, just putting it in play with the infield in.
And on that right side of the infield, Ben, how about that?
Yep.
Great job, Charlie Redden. Ties the game at 3 apiece, and still a base runner with nobody out at third and at first for the Bruins. Max Montgomery, after Jeb Bush doubles. Max Montgomery, your base runner at third. Charlie Redden after the RBI single at first.
And of note, there's nobody warming up in the Crusader bullpen, so if they do elect to make a pitching change, it would probably be somebody already in the field.
Now we're over 100 pitches for Russ Payne, who stays in the game, as Ben just mentioned. Rushing, the junior center fielder, sees that one high. Maddox Polk on deck, still nobody out here in the bottom of inning number 6 from Overton Stadium.
What a great moment, too, there for Charlie Redden, the senior.
How about that? And Jeb Bush, the senior, before
Absolutely,
him.
Yeah.
Bottom of the order coming in big here. And Hudson rushing takes one right in the back. And now the base is loaded, Ben, with nobody out. And to the top of the order we go.
Yeah, and it looks like.
And now these hitters, Ben, are going to see Payne for the 4th time.
Yeah, that's obviously in our advantage. Infield still playing in, so they definitely want to cut down that run at home plate, which would be the leading run, the go-ahead run.
We're tied at 3. Nobody out. Bases loaded. To the top of the order, Polk. Swinging a foul.
All the outfield playing pretty shallow as well, so they're anticipating hopefully a shallow fly ball where they could possibly throw the runner out at home trying to tag.
Montgomery, your base runner at third. Redden, your base runner at second. Hudson rushing at first. High and away is that one. Evens it at 1 apiece.
And I was going to say that you don't really want to be, you can be choosy here, but I don't really think you can with this zone that we've been dealing with tonight. You've really got to kind of go after it.
Swing and a fly ball to center. Badu underneath it. Tagging is Montgomery. Montgomery coming home. Here's a play at home, and out at home is Max Montgomery.
And I don't know the rules, but he was blocking home plate. I don't know how that plays out in high school baseball.
Max Montgomery tagging on the play. There are 2 outs in the inning. The fly out for Maddox Polk, the out at home on the tag attempt for Max Montgomery. What a defensive play for Badu from center field. And Ben, you just mentioned it, playing shallow to get a play just like that.
Yeah, and here's where it really could hurt him, because Harris McLean is very capable of getting it over all 3 outfielders' heads in any field, left, right, center. He has that power at all fields, so hopefully he can make that happen.
He sees Payne for the 4th time tonight. Struck out his last time up. He has grounded out. He has flown out. He has a 2-0 count with Redden at third and Rushing at first.
Redding is at second.
Correction, thank you. That went in there for a strike. Redding is the base runner at second base on the correction there. Rushing at first, and that is where they are with 2 outs. The Bruins do tie it here in the bottom of the 6th. The next from Payne. And a pitch that has been called a strike several times tonight.
Yeah.
And Payne does not get that one, Ben, yes.
Yeah, to McLean, he's had that pitch called on him. So
3-1. Payne carefully to the number 2 hitter, McLean. That one inside, and Payne gets the call.
Yeah, now, I mean, obviously McLean sets up way inside, so he kind of gave up on that pitch. But with him being so close, you can't really give up on that inside pitch.
The 3-2. Strike 3 looking, and the inning is over. USJ does get the run to tie it. And we're knotted at 3, headed to the 7th here at the U. We're back after this.
When your home needs attention, experience matters. For over 70 years, families have trusted Garrett Plumbing and Heating to keep their homes comfortable, running smoothly, and ready for the seasons ahead. From cooling installation and maintenance to dependable plumbing repairs, our team brings generations of knowledge into every home we serve. When you want work done right and done with care, call Garrett Plumbing and Heating. 731-668-3339. That's 731-668-3339.
At Centennial Bank, we're not just about numbers. We're about people who know your name, understand your goals, and walk with you through every stage of life.
Family owned, devoted to doing the right thing, and that makes a difference. We listen, care, and are committed to families, businesses, and the communities we proudly serve. And we're excited to have 3 new branches in Jackson.
Our roots run deep in West Tennessee, and so does our commitment to you. Centennial Bank, neighbors you trust, better banking for life.
There are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken fingers, cheese, and a whole lot of sauce. We're gonna need more napkins. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
We're tied at 3 here at USJ. The Bruins, the Crusaders. We look at some scores of interest in tournament play. TCA is leading North Point Christian 4-3 at TCA. It is St. George's now up 5-3 on Tipton Rosemark, and JCS trails ECS by 1 run, 3-2 on the road. The winner of that ECS-JCS game plays here tomorrow night against the winner of this game right here. Freeland continues against Ozzie Abernathy in the top of the 7th here, and a 1-0 count to Abernathy. Here's a swing and a line drive right to Charlie Redden for out number 1.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, just getting some early count outs right there and making him put the ball in play.
3 runs on 3 hits for FACS, 3 runs on 7 hits for USJ. Swing and a miss. Back to the top, Ronan Badu. The nice defensive play back in the bottom of the 6th to prevent a run, a throw out at home plate. Swing and a miss. Not even a close play, Ben.
No. But I don't fault the play. I mean, you got to take a chance there.
Oh, sure. 0-2.
Pretty good pitch right there.
A call that both teams has gotten all night. Freeland does not get it there, and it stays 1-2 now. Swing and a ground ball. Is it going to stay fair? It does. Fielded by Will Dodds, unassisted over at first, 2 away. You get this final out. You like our momentum, Ben, going into the bottom of the 7th and the heart of the order coming up?
I absolutely do. And as a matter of fact, I was just thinking about scenarios where if this does happen to go to extra innings, I think the advantage is with us knowing their pitching, position with Payne not probably able to go too much longer, and who knows what they have left, in the pen and then, relief pitchers. So
the 0-1 right on the outer part of that zone for 0-2. FACS, 2 wins on Monday to get to this point.
Yes.
St. Benedict, Lausanne. Yes, Ben?
I was going to say this is their 3rd game in 3 days, so they're kind of strapped on pitching right now. See if they can.
Slow roller to Redden. Redden has it over to Dodds. Final out of the top half of the 7th. To the bottom we go. Tied at 3. USJ coming up. It's going to be Braden Jones, Channing Foster, and Jackson Pugh. When we come back, we're back after this.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton Drug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
The weather's getting colder, but the deals are getting hot at Chuck Hutton Nissan in Jackson. 2025 Pathfinder 0% for 60 months or $5,000 customer cash. 2025 Frontier, $4,000 customer cash. 2026 Road Platinum, 0% for 60 months or $2,500 customer cash. It's the end of the year and the savings are now at Chuck Hutton Nissan on Van Drive. ChuckHuttonNissan.com.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Zaxby's just dropped dry rubs, and they're not playing. They've got zesty lemon pepper, savory garlic parm, and spicy Nashville hot. Hey, other chicken chains, this is called seasoning. Take notes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
A few defensive changes here in the bottom of the 7th for FACS. It's going to be Wesley Yarbrough headed to the mound for the Crusaders. Has played most of this game as the catcher. And to the catching position, Nathan Sprinkle, who was at third. And to third, Cam Gentili, who had not played defensively for FACS up until this point. He had been the DH. So those are some notable changes. But the Bruins will send heart of the order, Braden Jones, Channing Foster, and Jackson Pugh to the plate. If anyone gets on, Will Dodds. Tied at 3. 3 runs on 3 hits for FACS. 3 runs on 7 hits for the Bruins. 1 error in the game, a costly one for USJ, scoring 2 runs back in the 2nd inning. And we're tied at 3. Jones sees that one outside. Some chatter coming from the USJ bench. That one outside, ball 2.
And then seeing those first 2 pitches, I'm telling my guys, take until you get a strike.
And Ben Jones creeping up tight on that plate. We mentioned in the previous inning, McLean doing the same, trying not to get caught on the outer part of that zone. The 3-0 in there for a strike. Jones look at another, you think?
No, he's definitely got the green light here.
That one down in the zone, but a strike to make it 3-2. Braden didn't care for it at 3-1. We'll see here 3-2. Outside, and Braden Jones works a leadoff walk.
It just observations here. Catcher didn't look to have a very strong arm when he threw it down. You have a right-handed pitcher now where you're not going to be able to keep him as close as Payne was when he's the lefty out there, so they could possibly steal this bag. Braden Jones with good speed over there. He's thrown several in the dirt.
Here's the next. Swung on and fouled for Channing Foster. Channing Foster up for the 4th time tonight. Has flown out to left, has struck out, and has flown out to center. He is due.
Outfield playing pull, center field way over in the left center gap.
That one also on the outer part of the edge.
So, I mean, there's a huge gap right there, straight up the middle.
Yarborough gets the call to make it 0-2. Channing Foster, runner at first, an 0-2 count to the freshman. Swinging a fly ball to center. Deep, but Badu is underneath it and has it for out number 2. I beg your pardon, out number 1. That is the first out of the inning. And Braden Jones remains at first.
Now batting number 4, Jackson Pugh.
Jackson Pugh, the right fielder, up there with a base runner at first and 1 out. The first to him from Yarborough, the right-handed Crusader. Swinging a foul. Yarborough, who just took off the equipment from catching 6 innings of this game. The next, the 0-2 to JP. And in there, stolen base, Braden Jones. And the pitch, a ball bin to make it 1-1.
Yeah, and I was really looking for Jones to take that bag, getting scoring position right here. Obviously, it's a gamble you take, but it pays off.
Braden Jones into scoring position. 1 out. Jackson Pugh up there with a 1-1 count against Yarborough. The next, swinging a foul. Pugh behind in the count, 1-2 now. 1 away, Will Dodds on deck. The 1-2. Outside, ball 2.
And that's one where you kind of hold your breath. I mean,
As this young man's father, you sure do, Ben. The 2-2 now to Jackson Pugh from Yarborough. Swung on and lifted to right field. Is it going to stay fair? It does not. Foul ball. So we will reset at 2-2.
And I think Braden Jones are really not holding close. He's kind of could get a walking lead and perhaps steal third base here. I don't know that they'll elect to do that, but I think it's definitely an option.
Runner at second base, the 2-2 to Jackson Pugh. Outside, ball 3. First base open. Will Dodds on deck, 1 away.
And I would say that they would probably walk him automatically just to get the force out, with Braden Jones being the only run that counts.
The pitch. Outside, ball 4. Yarbrough wanted the call. That was too out of the zone to get it. And Ben, not a bad outcome there to have Pugh at first with 1 out, right?
No, definitely not. And I thought that they would have elected to do that, just to go ahead and set up the force out, because Jackson Pugh does not matter as far as scoring.
Jones at second. Dodds up there. Sees that one in for a strike. Lower part of the zone. Yarbrough gets the call. 1 away. Braden Jones at second. Jackson Pugh at first. That one high. 1-1. The next from Yarbrough to the freshman Dodds, the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Yarbrough was, of note, ahead 1-2 on Pugh. Pugh got the walk. Dodds fouls that one off to stay alive at 1-2. Every game in this tournament being played tonight, a close one, this one included. 3-3. Bottom of the 7th. Runner at second and first, the next to Dodds. Low, 2-2. Crusader faithful here at the U wanted the call. Well, Dodds is a tall young man, Ben. That one was too low. 2-2. That one high, 3-2. And just like Jackson Pugh in the previous at bat, Ben, Pugh works his way back from a 1-2 count to a walk. Eventually it got to 3-2. Now the same to Dodds. 3-2, 1 out, runners at first and second. And that one is low. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Jeb Bush.
Yeah, and I would imagine this is going to bring the infield in. They're going to talk about it, but, yeah, that's going to bring the infield in. Outfield's going to come in as well, trying to, as they did in the last inning, on a fly ball, being able to have a chance at throwing the runner out, tagging up at third.
Jeb Bush in this game is 1 for 3. He has grounded out. He has flown out. And he hit a double into the gap back in the 6th. And he has the winning run 90 feet away. High drama here at the U. We're tied at 3 apiece.
And FACS elects to keep the middle infield back, trying to get the double play. Corners are in somewhat, not necessarily on the grass, though.
Yarbrough to Bush. Off-speed delivery in there for strike 1. Charlie Redden awaits on deck if needed. We'd love for him to not be. The 0-1 to Jeb Bush. Outside, gets away from the catcher, coming in and scoring and winning the game. Braden Jones from third.
Not how you draw it up, not how you want to do it, but we'll take it. Great game by the Bruins, just being relentless and, playing the game till the end, pulling together and scratching out a run to win this first game of the regional tournament. Hats off to the Crusaders, though. They played a heck of a game.
4-3, USJ survives here at home. They will advance to a game tomorrow night as postseason play continues, but they win it here tonight against FACS. We're back to wrap it up right after this. USJ High School Baseball. We're back after this.
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
At Centennial Bank, we're not just about numbers. We're about people who know your name, understand your goals, and walk with you through every stage of life.
Family owned, devoted to doing the right thing, and that makes a difference. We listen, care, and are committed to families, businesses, and the communities we proudly serve. And we're excited to have 3 new branches in Jackson.
Our roots run deep in West Tennessee, and so does our commitment to you. Centennial Bank, neighbors you trust, better banking for life.
Serve for turf. With the Zaxby's box, the answer is both. Get Zaxby's Southern Fried Shrimp and their famous fingers together for a boatload of flavor. It's the Zaxby's flavor you love. Now on shrimp. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Hey folks, David McCoy here with my little buddy Gizmo. Hey, it's springtime outside and it's time to get those air conditioners ready for summertime. Join our Real McCoy's Club and get big discounts on all our repairs. Our techs are vocationally trained and can advise you on any replacement with a new Daikin air conditioner. Keeping customers cool for 45 years is what we do. So let the Real McCoy take care of all your air conditioning and plumbing needs.
Back here at Overton Stadium, the TSSAA Division IIA West Region Baseball Tournament. Game number 1 for USJ, the 1 seed. They win it 4-3. The bottom half of the 7th inning. Bases loaded. The pass ball. And Ben, of note, you got to feel for the catcher for FACS, his first inning behind the plate.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely you do. Like I said, we knew that they were going to be – the reason he was back there is because their pitching situation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the other catcher previously, he had done a great job back there. So, yeah, absolutely. It's tough way to lose a game for sure.
USJ does get the win on the pass ball 4-3. They advance to play tomorrow night. As we look at some notable games in and around the area, it is a final at ECS. ECS beats JCS. The final score in that game, 3-2. So tomorrow night here at University School of Jackson, USJ, the Bruins will take on ECS here in game number 2 of the postseason here in this tournament. Elsewhere at TCA, North Point Christian has taken a 5-4 lead as they are in the top of the 6th across town. And St. George's is leading TRA at St. George's. The score there, 6-3. Those are some updates. But again, the final ECS-JCS. JCS loses, ECS wins, so they will come here to Overton Stadium tomorrow night. I do have to get a confirmed time before we go off the air. I've got it on the bracket here at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, but I'm hearing it could be 6 p.m., so we'll try to get confirmation here after we say goodnight. Or before we say goodnight here on the broadcast. But USJ does win this ball game by the final score of 4-3. Some notables: Braden Jones, 1 for 3 in the game. Jackson Pugh, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Will Dodds, also 1 for 2. Jeb Bush was 1 for 3. Charlie Redden with a huge night, 3 for 3 in the game with an RBI. Hudson Rushing had an RBI in the game. Maddox Polk had an RBI in the game on a sacrifice fly. And USJ gets 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for USJ. And for FACS, 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors for the Crusaders. Once again, tomorrow night, USJ back in action. The first pitch tomorrow night, we've got it here on the bracket at 7 p.m. And unfortunately, I'm Ben, I'm going to be unable to confirm this, so I'm going to let the listeners know this. Keep up with us on all things social media tomorrow morning, first thing, and we will get you confirmation of the start time tomorrow. I do believe it's 7 p.m. because I'm seeing that they will play some loser bracket games tomorrow afternoon at 5 p.m., so maybe it is a 7 start. But I'm hearing chatter. I heard chatter earlier tonight that it's a 6 p.m. start. So we'll get all that sorted out, and we will let you know on social media tomorrow morning, first thing. Keep up with us there, all things USJ on Facebook or on Instagram, and we'll let you know the start time for tomorrow night. It'll be ECS coming here, taking on USJ. I would imagine, Ben, we'll see the junior Braden Jones tomorrow night on the hill.
Yeah, no doubt, and always look forward to seeing him throw, and expect him in top-notch form. And, I think it'll be an exciting game, but do want to touch on Channing Freeland, how great of a job he did coming in the third inning with a man on, pitches the rest of the game, pitches 5 innings, doesn't give up a run, and, really kind of carries this team, puts him on his back, and I don't know that he really – I think I can remember one hit that he gave up. It was back up the middle, not hit hard. So, outstanding job by him. I don't think he walked a guy. So, threw strikes, got people out. And USJ, maybe this is the game they needed to kind of, a little reality check, get them, a little momentum together and get them, pull them closer together as far as winning as a team like that. So, looking forward to tomorrow night with Braden Jones on the mound, and hopefully it's not this close and we can pull away early.
Ben, I do want to clarify one thing before we get out of here, because we did have some FACS fans listening tonight. Tough way to go out there with the pass ball. We did mention of note that it was that particular catcher's first inning of work. Tough play. I mean, it was pretty much a wild pitch. It was way out of the zone, and Braden Jones, with a great head start there, scores. Yarbrough, who had been catching the first 6 innings of this ball game, was pitching. So a tough way, but USJ does get the win, 4-3 tonight. We appreciate everyone listening tonight. Tomorrow night, we welcome you back. And I do Ben, I laugh at this. Unfortunately, I see 2 different pieces of information while you were talking. I was trying to look it up. I see one piece of information here that tells me that tomorrow night's game is a 6 p.m. start, and I see another that says it's a 7. So here's what we're going to do. It's either at 7 o'clock tomorrow night or it's at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and we'll let you know first thing tomorrow morning on Instagram, on Facebook, every place that you get USJ athletics news. We'll have it there for you tomorrow night. But the best thing is, make plans to come out tomorrow night here at USJ, support the Bruins, looking to get their second win in postseason, needing to win 2 before you lose 2 to advance. So that is what we're going to try to do tomorrow night, get that second win here in postseason tomorrow night. The final here tonight, USJ wins it over FACS. They will play tomorrow night at either 6 or 7 against ECS as postseason play continues. We thank our Worthy Road crew here tonight. Paul Schultze, the executive producer, also operating the main camera behind the plate here tonight. Ben Bitterling directing. Ben Howard, my broadcast partner. Appreciate him as always. And this is Thomas Pugh. The win tonight, 4-3, the Bruins get the victory here at Overton Stadium. This has been USJ High School Baseball, the Ballgame Blitz Sports Network by Worthy Road Studios. Good night, everybody.
award-winning Ballgame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and join the over 5,500 subscribers watching local sports, Union University, Bethel College, and USJ. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. Ballgame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.